What's going on, you guys? My name is Woof and welcome to today's video. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you guys 5 mistakes freshmen in college commonly make their first year. Number 1, not going to class. It's your first year of college, you are ready for it, but you're not going to take college seriously. You sleep in, you party, you do other things other than going to class, the classes you signed up for. You paid all this money just not to go to class. You want the degree, but you don't want to go to class, basically. Or you just don't want to go to class in general. So sometimes freshmen will not go to class. This is a common mistake that first-time freshmen make. They just don't go to class. They skip their classes. They paid all the money that they needed to attend this class, but they don't want to go. And that is a common mistake freshmen make. Not all freshmen do it. Not all freshmen skip class. Not all freshmen go to class. It's just a common mistake that freshmen can make. They think that they can get by just by taking the tests and make a B or C, just barely make it by the skin of their teeth, and just not go to class. There were some kids in my class that did this, and some professors do have a policy: if you don't show up 5 times, then you get dropped automatically. But some professors don't, and they just go with it. If there's a large class, sometimes they might just go with it and they won't drop you because it's such a large class. Not going to class is just a common mistake. There are different reasons that freshmen don't go to class, but it's just a common mistake freshmen typically make. Number 2, not knowing the right studying habits, not knowing how to study. High school and college are very different. You can get by in high school with certain classes with minimal effort. You don't have to study as hard as you would with college classes, depending on the class in high school. So the studying habits, you might not know. You might not know how to study for a huge exam, for a huge midterm, for a huge final exam. So that's another common mistake, not knowing how to study properly, not knowing how to use your time properly when it comes to studying. And this is very important because this goes into number 3, time management. Freshmen don't know how to manage their time. Again, this isn't for all freshmen. Not all freshmen are a certain way. All freshmen are different, but these can be common mistakes I've seen with my freshman friends, or that I've experienced when it comes to time management. I've seen some of these common mistakes. Not all freshmen are the same way. Not all freshmen struggle with these common mistakes, but some do. Number 3, time management. So freshmen don't really know how to manage their time. Some freshmen don't know how to manage their time when it comes to laying out time for studying for certain classes. If you're taking 5 classes and working part-time or full-time, you have to kind of manage your time, and along with extracurricular activities, family time, pets, and just leisure time to have fun and just keep to yourself, and just leisure time to enjoy yourself. Freshmen don't always know how to manage their time, so they start to fall behind on studying, and their grades start to suffer, and they prioritize certain things that could be easier or not as important compared to something that is important. So that's just another common mistake. Of course, not all freshmen don't know how to manage time. Some do. Some have experience with time management, but then you have some that don't have experience with time management. Of course, there's just certain mistakes some freshmen do make and some others don't make. Number 4, not making connections with your professors or other faculty that could help you in the long run. So it is a common mistake with freshmen that you don't get connected with your professors, you don't ask for help, you don't just get these connections with the faculty and with the professors. In certain colleges, you do need those connections to get internships, so you have to start building those early, but sometimes you start last minute. So a common mistake that could be for freshmen ends up affecting your entire college career. So for me, for example, I have a strong connection with some of the faculty and the professors in the business school. So I have those connections straight out. But if I hadn't made those connections as soon as I did, I would have waited last minute and not made connections with the faculty in the business office, and that could have affected my scholarships or could have affected my internships that I could get. So it can really affect you, and these faculty and these professors can always answer your questions or help you or point you in the right direction. So having those connections early definitely will help you in the long run. Number 5. Sometimes a common mistake with freshmen is prioritizing their phones over studying or over classwork or over anything really that has to do with college. My first year there was a lot of technology involved, just not what the professors asked for. You would hear phones going off, vibrating, text messages, phone calls, and my professor would literally ask you to step out and take that phone call outside because he does not want to hear it. He doesn't want to see you on your phone, period, end of story. And this was a class of 200 people, so you could kind of understand why. He doesn't want to hear 200 phones at once. Then my math professor, my second year, said no technology whatsoever. I was in a freshman level class, so I kind of understand, because she had a problem with students just still being on their phones, and she would ask, put your phone away, don't be distracted by your phone, because you can miss important information. And this is another common mistake freshmen can make, is being too distracted on their phone. Now, can other years do this? Can sophomores, seniors, and juniors do this? Of course. It's just a common mistake freshmen can make, and yes, other years can do this as well, but your freshman year is extremely important. So it's important not to be distracted by your phone. Of course, not all freshmen struggle with these common mistakes. It can be certain freshmen. This isn't really a blanket statement for all freshmen, but some freshmen do struggle with these 5 things. And I struggled with planning and time management my freshman year. So just stay on the ball and know what you're getting into and be prepared. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and as usual, you guys, I'll see you guys next time in the next video. So see you guys later.